Lord is your strength. Today, I want to speak to you about the power of the altar. About the power of the altar. What do you know about the altar? But before then, I want you to know you are hearing from the voice of grace. What God has written, no man can cancel it. What is an altar? An altar is a place of decision. Altar is a place where mortal and immortal meet together, then exchange contact in prayers. But the altar is a place where physical problems are brought for spiritual interventions. Altar is a place where destinies of men are made and where destinies of men are real. Depend on the altar. I don't know whether you have an altar. If you are a Christian and you can see the altar of your church or the altar of God, where your pastor, your prophet sits and release the unction and the grace of God upon his life, if you can see it the way the unbelievers are seeing the demonic altar with fear, with faith, they believe it works. Everything you are looking for is found in you. I don't want anybody to deceive you. Listen to me. For without faith, it is impossible to please God. You can't get anything from God outside your faith. Yes. No matter how the world turns you around, God is still there for you. If you don't have an altar, make sure you have one. You will have an altar where you bring down your prayers and you make your sacrifices. The power of the altar is the sacrifice. The voice of the altar is the sacrifice. So if your altar does not have any sacrifice, definitely it is not going to work for you. Don't misquote me. There are so many sacrifices we make on the altar. One of them is the sacrifice of your time, your talents, and your gift. And also the talent of your material gains, things that pays you. What I know to be sacrifice is something you do that will pay you. You make sacrifice to get to another level. There are some prayers that will never be answered. Even as a prayer warrior, as a prophet, I know there are some prayers that you will pray. There are some issues you can't handle without sacrifice. So you have to learn to live a life of sacrifice. For God loves you, and then He knows what He has in plans for you. If you do the will of God, then surely you will eat the fruit of the land. No way you will not eat the fruit of the land. A man said